yo, Shadio, Born Green Entertainment CEO, and I'm in the building with my co-host Jay Renee from Prison Riot Radio, and we proudly present BGE Radio Episode 2, featuring that boy, A.R. Hilton, CEO of Stand Down Entertainment, and writer and director of that high-ass movie, Anonymous Killers. Let's get to it.
What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Jay Renee, with BGE Magazine and Prison Riot Radio. I hope that y'all doing well this evening. This evening, we got a brother on the phone by the name of A.R. Hilton. All right, he is a director and a writer, among some other things. So we're going to, chop it up with him and learn more about him. Hey, bro, what's up with you?
Hey, how you doing? Happy to be here.
All right, I'm doing very well. Very happy to have you here. We definitely appreciate you sitting down with us, Prison Riot Radio and BGE Magazine, shout out to Chad,
Yeah, shout out to Chad.
All right, for sure. So, go ahead, bro.
Rich pockets.
Okay. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. So, let the people know a little bit about you and where you from.
I'm from Mount Vernon, New York. I'm a self-published author, a film director, and I'm involved in artist management and music.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're doing a lot. So you were formerly incarcerated, correct?
Yes. I was in New York State prison and federal prison.
Mm-hmm.
From 2000. I went in 1989 and I came home in 2007.
Dang, bro, that's a lot of time, to stand on. How did you stay, motivated through that time?
In the beginning, I stayed motivated. I was bitter. I was a young dude with a lot of time. I was bitter, so that just motivated me in a sense. Not in a growing way, but it motivated, to kind of like want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Want to put myself in a better position in that sense. Even though at the time, I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I just knew I was motivated to just get out and do something different.
Right, for sure.
And but it wasn't until some time later that I found the path, which was writing.
Mm-hmm.
I started writing urban fiction in prison. I came home and I published a book. So, that was the gateway. Writing was the gateway to me doing film, doing movie, even being involved in music,
Right. So what sparked your interest into writing? What made you decide to, pick up a pen or a pencil and start putting stuff down?
My interest in writing came from reading. I love to read. I read all type of books. I loved history. I love reading philosophy, and I love reading good novels. A good novel, that was an interpretation of life, of a life experience. So that's what really drew me to understanding stories and how they unfolded, and history and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was music that made me initially start writing. To the point that I used to go to the music room with a friend of mine that produced when we was in prison.
Okay.
And I remember one of the rappers in there did a song where he was rapping about it. Sounded like he was rapping about a girl, but it was actually rapping about the streets. And so kind of inspired an idea for a movie. And a friend of mine, my dude who did the music, was like, nah, we should do the book first, and then we do a movie. And that's what I did. We co-wrote a book together in prison. And that sparked the whole writing. From there, I never stopped writing.
Okay, so that was your first book?
The first book, right. I co-authored the book. Okay. I didn't get credit for it. The book came, I'm not going to mention the name of the book. It's a dope-ass book.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how many books have you written to date?
To date, I wrote 2 books.
Okay.
I just wrote 2 books. I got 2 books that's published. But what happened was when I wrote my first book, my thing was I always wanted to do movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's just an idea that I wanted to do movies because I like reading. And one of the type of books I like reading was espionage books.
Okay.
And Robert Ludlum and sub-government plots and all that type of stuff. So I remember meeting a brother that was in Lewisburg Penitentiary. He was near going home, and he was telling me about how they got locked up, you know, for how they had came together and bought all the like major drug dealers in the cities and the urban cities, and had made a pledge to donate a certain amount of millions to, you know, college funds, black nigga college funds to like educate black young black teens and put them in certain positions in governments, you know, like kind of got their career like some Robert Ludlum shit.
Right.
So that gave me the idea for a movie. I'm 19 years old. That was like my first year in prison, like my second year, and that's the first idea I had to do movies. So when I wrote my first book, I was like, I want to turn this into a movie.
Right, like you was already ready. Like you already knew what you wanted to do with that.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't even like the book thing was just a stepping stone and whatnot. So I wanted to so I started researching playwright theater, you know, the development of character and plays and film. And I started reading like trade magazines, and then I just started writing movie scripts. I wrote my first script, and then I just found writing scripts so much more easier.
Okay. So how many scripts have you written?
Probably like 6.
Okay.
6. And I just turned one into a movie, which was my first film, which I released in 2020.
Okay, congratulations. What's the name of it?
The name of the movie is out. It's called Anonymous Killers. It's on Amazon. It's on Apple TV. It's on, you know, Google Movies and all that. You know, it's called Anonymous Killers.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So how did it feel to see your creation up on a screen?
That's it's exhilarating. It's a difficult process to make a movie. You know, just so much goes into it, so many different artists and whatnot to bring a vision together, like from musical artists to hairdressers, design, set, location, sound recorders, the cameraman. Like, it's so many people, artists that come to make a movie, and you know, with one singular vision. So it's a process. But so to like have it, to complete it, like it took me like almost 4 years to complete my first movie.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, it's exhilarating. It's like it's a hell of a feeling of accomplishment, of achievement, and whatnot.
That's
so
what's up. Well, definitely congratulations again on that, bro, for real. So I know you're gonna definitely put out some more movies. So do you have any coming out soon? You got any? You know, let us know a little bit what we can expect from you.
Yeah, I'm working on something that all my scripts I wrote while in prison. So it's just a matter of like just structuring the budget, bringing the artists together, and bringing the people together. So I'm definitely working on something. It might be because I did turn that book into not a movie, but I turned it into a series, like for streaming networks. Like,
nice.
That's the thing. So I got like a 6-part series for my first book that I ever wrote. So maybe I'll go into production with that. Nice. It's gonna be either that or my next feature film, one or the other.
All right, that's nice, bruh. I definitely look forward to seeing that. And I know that our listeners, especially those that have those type of aspirations, it's good to see somebody that actually can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, being in prison, like, you know, because like I said, in the beginning, I was bitter. Mm-hmm. But one thing that I came to understand is that, and when I was in prison, it was like the same way. When in the beginning, it was the same way. Like when I was in the street, I was letting my environment influence me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I felt I had to act a certain way because I was in prison. I had to do certain things to get my point across, whatever. But eventually, I came to realize like everything is mental. You know,
right.
How everything should be approached from a mental aspect. You know what I'm saying? You'll always be at a point where you influence your environment. You don't let your environment influence you. And like the only way to get around the rules of prison and all the bullshit that you have to go through in prison is not to come back. It's to get out.
Right.
Do what you got to do to get out and not come back. But don't waste your time. Like, like find your gifts, find the things you love to do and try to turn that into a career path for yourself, be it writing, be it an artist, be it whatever, be it organizing it, being a thinker, being an inventor, like anything that you think of, like you can create. If you don't believe yourself, like just look around you. Like everything you see is somebody's thought. You see a plane, a TV, a television, a refrigerator, all those shit started out as a thought, but they just believed enough in it to make it a reality. And that's just how this thing is played. And if you believe in, put the things that you want to do and just believe in it and do it, man.
For sure. So, to expand on that, because my next question to you was going to be, like, what advice would you give someone that's behind the G wall, that's an aspiring writer or is writing, like some things that, help you be successful?
Just think outside the box. Like, think outside the box. Don't copy what other artists do. Think of ways to do things differently, because a good story is a good story. Not to say that it's something that's already been told, that can't be told. It's how you tell it, which makes it intriguing, which makes it interesting. But like I said, like, it's just about believing. You just got to believe, man. You just got to believe, and you can't put time frames on things. I learned that coming home. I would say, yo, in a year I want to do this. It don't work like that. You just got to work toward and make it happen. Because when you put time frames on things for them to happen and they don't happen, you get discouraged because it didn't happen. But when you just work toward it, regardless on how long it takes, to know that you're going to do it, you're going to make it a reality. Just do it. So it's just about believing. Believing.
All right, for sure, bro. I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time. So let the people know how they can connect with you as far as on social media and things like that.
Yeah, they can find me. I'm on all social medias. I'm AR_Hilton. AR_Hilton. So that's me. IG, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. That's where I'm on, of course, all social media platforms.
All right, and let them know one more time where they can find your movie and the name.
The name of my movie is Anonymous Killers. It's on all the platforms: Apple TV, Google, Amazon. It can be found anywhere there.
Okay. Again, congratulations.
A.R. Hilton. Thank you.
Yes, most definitely. You got any last minute shout outs or that you wanna, anything you wanna say?
I wanna thank Rich P, Chatio for, having me on. I share my story, and hopefully, it inspire others to believe in, the things that they want to do in life and follow it through.
All right, and that's Kim.